Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. We start this one off on Tudor Road in Hinckley. Now the road has not that long been resurfaced, but we're not looking at that. Instead we're looking at our side of the road. Now it is quite free of obstructions, but there's a few vehicles parked on the right hand side, and we're looking at a red car that's coming the other way. Let's give way to traffic coming the other way, mate. Now, as you just heard me say, this clip is pretty self-explanatory. As you can see, I had good line of sight on them, so likewise they should have had good line of sight on me too, and as such pulling behind the dark grey car on the right hand side as we're looking at it. And by the amount of space he's given, anyone would think they were driving a HGV coming through there. But anyway, back to the resurfacing on Tudor Road. It has made a big difference for comfort when driving. If many of you have ever come down Tudor Road, you'll know yourself sometimes some parts of it was like driving on the moon. We're still in Hinckley in this clip, and this is Roston Drive. Now if any of you viewers are local, you will know that there have been temporary traffic lights on the roundabout with the A47 Normandy Way by the Triumph Motorcycle Factory at certain intervals over the last few months. This is due to the new Hollycroft Grange housing estate that is currently being constructed. Anyway, we have a grey van up ahead who's had enough of waiting and decides to execute a 3-point turn to try and find an alternative route, only for them to change their mind once again when the traffic lights go green and they decide to continue on.
Is that enough?
We're moving now.
Oh, it's changed mine now, look. Oh, it's moving.
Now, I'm sure we've all done this at some point or other when driving. I know I have, quite a few times to be fair. And drivers in Hinckley will know that the town is notorious for temporary traffic lights at certain times. Now, the general consensus when you're driving is that you give way to traffic on the main road. Here, we're waiting to pull out onto Ashby Road, and in a bit you will see a blue car, not the one in front, but after we go onto the main road, you'll see a blue car pull out from Barwell Lane. Excuse me. Now, to be fair to them, they were quick and they weren't dawdling, but I still had to tap the brake slightly to keep a safe distance. And if you pull out on someone and they have to brake or even swerve, then maybe you shouldn't have done it in the first place. And of note, there was nobody behind me either, so they could have easily have pulled out then. Now I've got one here for you classic car enthusiasts, or would vintage be more appropriate? This is London Road, and up ahead at the traffic lights is a vintage car. You'll need to look to the left. Although both them and the car in front of me have let the side down by stopping in the cyclist space. Now, you should know the situation with me and cars by now, so if anyone knows what make and model that car was, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you. And another one for you classic car enthusiasts. This is the road between Wolvie and Lutterworth, and we're looking at the classic little number in front of us. They do turn off down the Foss Way in a sec though. Now, is it just me, but don't cars of yesteryear have a lot more character than cars of today? And of course, the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that there is another vintage motor up ahead. We will be seeing that very shortly. It's a tiny little number in itself, that is. Oh wow. There was actually two vintage cars here, but the first one had got a bit of a distance on this one and the camera never picked it up, which was a pity. Now they're being escorted by this vehicle that you can see in front with the amber beacon on the roof. I'm not quite sure where they were going, whether it was a car meet or whether it's some sort of storage facility or not, I'm not sure. Aye, on a promise there, lad. But we're not interested in him. No, we're interested in this coming towards us instead. And for once, I'm going to shock you all here. Even I know what sort of car that is. That is a good old classic Mini. Now, please don't all applause at once. Thank you. We're back on Ashby Road in this clip. It's where we were in the previous clip, funny enough, and probably more or less in the same position as well. But this time we've actually got a sporty little number coming towards us. Keep watch on the right hand side. Nice. Yeah mate, do you want to swap? But with hindsight, would you swap that car for a Peugeot 208? Nah, I don't think I would, to be fair, if I was in their shoes. Now we're on the B4109 coming through Burbage. Just come up to the M69 and the A5 junction. And we've got one for you classic car enthusiasts. Now, we are back to the usual caveats here. So if anyone knows the make and model, please do let me know in the comments down below. Thank you. Now we're on the A5 and the focus for this clip is the roundabout that you see coming up and the piss poor visibility for drivers who wish to join the A5 from the Sketchy Meadows industrial estate. The first exit to Logic's Park, no problem, quite good visibility. Then we have this one here.
Police officers part of West Midlands wide recruitment drive.
Weather on Greatest Hits Radio, the UK's most listened to commercial radio station.
To be fair, that is a shit junction. Now, I think a lot of drivers there would have got their hair off and blew their horn at the lorry driver, but the visibility for him coming round that roundabout was very, very limited, and he'd already committed to pulling out before I came into view. Perhaps if the local authorities trim the hedges on that roundabout just to make the visibility slightly better for traffic coming down the A5. This is the B4109 heading back into Burbage from the M69 and A5 Island, and we're looking at someone's choice of parking. Now, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it. You can't park there, mate. This is Coalpit Lane, the road between Wolvie and the A5 at Magna Park, Lutterworth. And we're looking at a driver coming the other way, making a careless overtake. Now, I've said before that these clips are not about shaming drivers, but in this case I'm going to make an exception. There simply is no excuse for that, especially as this part of the road is fairly straight with a good line of sight. In fact, the camera doesn't really do it justice because that was a lot closer than it looks. And as you can see, I did have to slow down a fair bit as well. We've got a 2 for 1 in this clip. The first is for you classic vehicle fans, especially if you're fans of VW campers. Then you have this sausage who wants to come out of Barwell Lane in front of me. What are you doing? Fucking idiot. Why you bloody turn like everyone else has to? And we have another one for you classic car enthusiasts. And this one really does look the dog's Watsits. Oh, you fighter, look at that. I like that car, it's fucking spot on that. But of course we all know the routine by now. So answers on a postcard please, or alternatively leave a message in the comments.
Right.
We're just coming into Shilton here, and we've got another one for you classic car enthusiasts. Okay, this one's not as old as the one we've just seen, but I'd still say you'd call this a classic though. I overtake a cyclist and somebody overtakes me. Yeah, Bossman's really got places to go and people to see. Got another one here for you classic and vintage vehicle enthusiasts. Now on this particular day, it was the day of the Hinckley Bid Classic Car Show, and I genuinely thought you might have seen more classic vehicles on the road either heading to or from the car show, which was taking place in the town centre and on Argent's Mead. Just an ambulance responding to an emergency call in this clip, because I know some people do like seeing them and other emergency vehicles. Also, for those of you that like to follow my bus journeys and my other little travel vlogs that I do from time to time, I have got that bus route lined up in front of me as well that you see, the X6 from Leicester to Coventry, so keep an eye on that in the future. In this clip, we've got one of Santa's little helpers out and about on his mobility scooter. Keep a look on the right hand side.
Hey,
Okay,
look,
now,
it's Santa.
hey, up.
Bloody hell. It's Santa.
One of Santa's little elves. Now in this clip, old Bossman's got places to go and people to see. Now, for some reason, audio wasn't recorded on this particular clip. I've got no idea why, but the rest of the clips that follow, audio was perfectly fine. Bit of stock car racing or banger racing, anybody? I'm just picking up the M69 southbound here.
You'll never get more moments. Do it with Dashcam Mobile. Plus, win £1,000 at greatesthitsradio.co.uk. These are the sounds of Canal.work. The charity content it's done with love. Every moment like it's the one. Because when you feel the lyrics,
We're still on the M69 in this clip, and we're looking at Dozy Doris up ahead of us hogging the middle lane. Oh, finally the penny's dropped. Final clip for the month, and we're just leaving the big Asda Superstore in Coventry. Now you'll just see as we go around the roundabout on the left hand side that somebody's had quite a nasty fall. Now before anyone starts tapping away on the keyboard saying, well, why didn't you stop to help? There's about 3 or 4 people there already who were assisting. One of them appeared to be on the phone. I'm assuming they were calling for paramedics, and you can't have too many people there because everyone just gets in each other's way. Obviously I hope the gentleman makes a full and speedy recovery. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that may be. Take care, all the best.